think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I want to focus on this guy, Jamal Musiala. Born in Germany, raised in England. He was courted by both nations, of course, until he chose to represent Germany at senior level. I would say he's probably a natural 10 with a very quick turn of pace. And one side's gain really was one side's loss.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. So off we go then. Musiala, Pavlovic. Raum. Wirtz. And here's Havertz. Goretzka. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Fofana. Rudiger gets across to intercept that. Wirtz. That's been slipped through. Havertz. Good play on the left-hand side here. Oh, it's come loose. Musiala, and the shot! Real chance! And that would have been some goal.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
Out to the left it goes. Ahmad! Pavlovic. Kimmich. Tar. Musiala. Raum. Aim forwards.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Kimmich. Rudiger. Kimmich. Rudiger. Goretzka. Tar. Shifted upfield. Fofana. And it's played forward. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Tar makes the interception. Sane. And it's Musiala. Musiala played out towards the right wing. Good take, and is he in? Played out to the right. The less said about that pass, the better.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Sane. And here's Musiala. Havertz. Oh, that's well done, really robust. And the counter is on. Doué, gently done. Tar. Musiala. Tar. Rudiger. Goretzka. Tar. Forwards and with intent. Vids. Musiala. Oh, well measured. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And he's there to get it away. Now it's Sané. Sané. Now here's the delivery. That has been knocked clear and claimed it back swiftly. And it's Musiala. And that's a good ball. And here's Wirtz. Well timed, excellent interception. Musiala. Oh, great chance! Defending of the desperate variety. Musiala, no way through, so back it comes. Now it's Kimmich. Big chance, corner. And they've got a throw. And it's Kimmich.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Wirtz. Goretzka. Musiala. Musiala! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Cleared without complication. And it's Musiala. And he will. Wirtz! That's really well manoeuvred.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Doué. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither.
He's had a shot! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Pavlovic. Goretzka. Goretzka, that's a delicate pass. And he's onside. Oh, lovely feeding is such a chance! Oh, the ball's come loose here. He can get that clear. No, couldn't quite control it.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Wins the duel this time. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. That pass has been well intercepted. Pavlovic. Musiala. Now it's Kimmich. Lovely bit of skill. And here's Havertz. Looking to break at pace. That's an imaginative pass. Goretzka. Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
That's very neat. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. Raum goes short. Raum gets a cross in. Goretzka could be danger here. Big chance! And he nearly went all the way.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Kimmich. And it's Sané. Out towards the flank. Oh, played through for the wide man. Havertz. Knocks it out wide. So much time and space here. Sané goes for a shot! A lot of space ahead of him. Kessié gets rid without sophistication. Sané. Kimmich. Sané. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Raum with the short one. Kimmich. And here's Musiala.
Musiala really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Oh, that's neat. Until hit it first time! No, not this time.
Germany, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Pavlovic. Goretzka. Ahmad. And a chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Raum. Moved on forwards. Kosunu gets over and intercepts. Ndika. That's really well manoeuvred. Now that's well seen too. Raum. Pavlovic. Rudiger. Goretzka. Rudiger driven forward. Ndika forwards and with intent. Short changes him with that pass. And it's Sané. Sané. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Wirtz. Was very necessary. Kimmich. Sané. Oh, can he get onto this? Strong running down that left flank. Sané. Kimmich. And he cuts out the supply. Doué. Ndika shifted upfield. Ivory Coast ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Havertz. Musiala. Sané, delicate ball, and it needs to be. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well read, nice interception. Tries a deft little ball. Raum. And it's Wirtz. And here's Havertz. Goretzka over to the left. And here's Musiala. Musiala! Ndika, aim forwards. Doué. Doué, gently done. That pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Havertz. Now it's Havertz. Oh, such a clever touch. Wirtz. Chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Raul. That's a nicely shaped ball. Very nicely done. Well, he certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. It's bounced back off the post. That was travelling. He's offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And it's Goretzka. Goretzka. Wirtz. He's onto it in a flash. Oh, nicely intercepted. And it's played forward. Pavlovic. Pavlovic shifted upfield. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
That has been cut short. Goretzka, oh, good spread. Now it's Goretzka. And he's picked it up out wide. Hit into the middle. That wasn't the greatest of balls. Sane. Pavlovic, gently done. Kimmich. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And here's Ahmad. Kimmich. Musiala. Germany can't make any sort of inroad despite all this possession. And here's Wirtz. Goretzka. And here's Havertz. Wirtz played out to the left flank. Shot, surely! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Havertz really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And the keeper has it. He's onto it in a flash. Nice physical challenge. Pavlovic. Sane. Musiala. Kimmich. And it's Sane. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Pavlovic. Kimmich. Havertz. Muscular approach does pay off here. Kessié. Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. They get a throw in. Sane. Wirtz. Goretzka. Kimmich. And here's Sane. Calmly anticipates. And here's Sane. Musiala. Musiala! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
That's really well manoeuvred. Great defending, strong and determined. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Musiala is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Goretzka. Pavlovic, forwards and with intent. And here's Musiala, played out wide. Kimmich. And it's hoisted clear. Germany have got it back and they'll have another go. Musiala. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Oh, there's a probing ball. Rudiger cuts out the pass. Diallo played with fin and the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Ahmad's cross. Kimmich gets it clear. Pavlovic. Rudiger aim forwards. Vince. Tar. Pavlovic. Rudiger. Have it back and can go again. Ahmad. Fofana! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Kimmich.
Havertz really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Havertz. Sané. It's been slit through. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Kessié. He's shifting through the gears here.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Spread out to the left. Oh, smashing header! Goal! There is the breakthrough! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Ahmad demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Wirtz looking to get on the end of this. Oh, that's nice. Aimed in towards the centre. Havertz, can he finish? Germany are all square. Havertz at his razor-sharp best there.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can...
Kessié! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Kessié. Tries a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Ivory Coast certainly looked sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Kimmich. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Tar. Pavlovic. Moved on forwards. Tar with the foul. Shooting chance! Goretzka getting this one, this time surely! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Kessié, clear.
And we've reached half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. How would you review the first half?
We'll be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. Ivory Coast get the second half going. Rudiger cuts it out. Tar. Goretzka. Raum. And here's Wirtz. It's gone for a throw-in. Musiala. And here's Wirtz. Rao. Goretzka. And Sané! Oh, that was no routine save.
Sané actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Goretzka. Fofana. Aim forwards. Tar makes the interception. Pavlovic. Out to the right. Sané. And he's managed to get free.
Well, he seems to be operating on a wavelength all of his own. I don't know what he was trying then.
It's a throw-in. Does really well there, strong defending. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And it's Wirtz. Raum. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Gets good distance on it. Now it's Musiala. Kosunu attempts a clearance. Germany have reclaimed it. Raum crossed in once more. Danger averted for now. Musiala. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Oh, the movement is slick. The speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Goretzka. Pavlovic. Rudiger, gently done. Can he get onto this? Wirtz! Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Played out to the right. Ahmad. Kessié. He's gone for goal! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Kessié brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Raum. Kimmich. And it's Sané. That is lovely. Cross goes in there. Now it's Sané. Chance for a shot! That's going to go a long way. And it's played forward. Well read, nice interception. Wirtz. Musiala! Musiala! Missed by a fraction. Wirtz. Diallo does really well to win the ball there. Doué forwards and with intent.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Havertz. Musiala. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. And it's Pavlovic. Goretzka chips it through. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Clearly not happy with that. Sané. Kimmich. Sané in acres of space out wide. That's really well manoeuvred. Well timed, excellent interception. Raum. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
And here's Havertz. Kessié. Chance here to counter. Out to the left it goes. He has found the way through. Good challenge, excellent challenge. Kimmich did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Can he latch on to this? And he cuts out the supply. And it's played forward. Kessié has it in a wide position. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Kimmich with the clearance. Kessié shoots! And he's heaved it away. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Indica, up towards the front line. Goretzka. Kimmich. Pavlovic. That's been drilled forward. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. It's an inviting looking ball, that. That has been cut short. Wirtz. Germany couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Raum. Musiala. He is through here. Proves too strong. Fofana. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Kosunu. That's a lovely, neat pass. Great defending, strong and determined. Raum. Pavlovic. Goretzka. Rudiger. Kimmich. Sané. Goretzka. Wirtz. Raum. Decent progress down the left. Wirtz. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Oh, this looks sharp. Rudiger. Pavlovic. Musiala. Rudiger. Goretzka. Wirtz. Wirtz. Played over towards the opposite flank. Pavlovic. Pavlovic shifted upfield. Sané. Kimmich played into the middle. And that has been clubbed away. Time to deliver. Raum. Oh, it's up he goes! Didn't quite get enough on that.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Searching pass he's played there. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. We expected better, and so did he. Sané. Wirtz moved on forwards. Doué aimed forwards. And the pass is intercepted. Hamad. Now it's Kessié. Kessié. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Kessié. This interception, his positioning was spot on. And reclaimed it in a trice. Germany have a free kick. Neuer, long ball by the goalkeeper. Kimmich. Sané. Raum. Wirtz. Diallo. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Ndika, forwards and with intent. Succumbs to the pressure. Wins the duel this time. Calmly anticipates. Kosunu, gently done. Fofana. Aim forwards. Tries to get it clear. Pavlovic shifted upfield. Musiala. And it's Kimmich. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Kessié. That is a brilliant interception. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Goretzka. And it's Musiala. Pavlovic. Musiala. Wirtz. Raum. Climbs up big! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Havertz made such good movement to get in position there. We were all expecting much more.
Tar. Moved on forwards. And it's played forward. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And that is a little undercooked. Musiala. Wirtz. Goretzka. Havertz. Wirtz. Lobbed in behind. That has been... Musiala! Decent hit and on target. He's onto it in a flash. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Pavlovic. Rudiger. Goretzka. Rudiger played up towards the front line. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Time for a change in personnel. And it's Kimmich. He is just caressing the ball. Sané. Showing good feet. It's a loose ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Rudiger. Kosunu forwards and with intent. Ahmad proves too strong. Wirtz. Rudiger. Tar. Pavlovic. Havertz chasing after it. He's found a way through.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Havertz. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Doué drives forward on the overlap, played in with purpose. And they've got rid. Oh, what a decent chance! No mistake! And they've got their lead back.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Ivory Coast get themselves into the lead.
Well, Peter, the manager's all smiles, but he's got a big decision to make here. He needs to see this one out.
And here's Goretzka. Now it's Sané. Here's Kimmich. Crossed into the box. Oh, what a climb! Harmlessly behind.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Amiri! Should have equalised.
Amiri clearly wanted to level things up in a hurry here. It didn't quite come off for him, but top marks for the effort.
That's really well manoeuvred. And he thumps it clear. Now it's Amiri. Wirtz played out towards the right wing. And it's hoisted clear.
Germany really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Wirtz. Clipped into space.
Germany really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Kimmich. Sané. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And he's lost his man here. Plays it through. Gets into some space. There's the header! He should have put that one away.
And that reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there, and it's been blown.
Pavlovic. Rudiger. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Pavlovic. Kimmich. And it's Sané. Sané. Kimmich. Kimmich carries the ball down the right. Out of play for a throw. Kimmich. Goretzka.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Oh, good spread. Doué. Oh, nice touch. There are a few waiting for it.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Brilliantly cut out.
Ivory Coast surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Can he finish? And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it. Ivory Coast nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Amiri. And here's Havertz. Amiri! And that's off target. Germany can make their change now with a break in play.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Oh, sweet feet. Plenty waiting in the middle. Kessié. The referee's awarded a free kick.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Ahmad! Oh, it's a beauty! He's got himself an absolute peach. And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. Oh, that is a bit special. Ivory Coast could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Now, oh, that is asking for trouble. Wirtz plays it in. This could be their final throw of the dice. They've played it short. Lovely feet. A chance to play it in. Aim forwards. Tar. Sane. Amiri. Goretzka. Ahmad. Can he spark a counter here? Kosunu. Oh, can he get onto this? Tar gets across to intercept that. Ahmad. Doué. Moved on forwards. Amiri. Goretzka. And it's played forward. And the shot! Oh, that is rather wayward. Oh, well measured. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Rudiger. Tar. Tar. Shifted upfield. Kimmich hurtling down that right flank. That's tidy. Can he deliver? Reeled, and he shoots! They've scored! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second. Germany making consecutive changes here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Germany give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish. Rudiger. Goretzka. Has a look and plays it forward. And that was nowhere near his best. Ahmad. Schlotterbeck. That is a great pick out. Nice control. Goretzka. Amiri. Goretzka. Goretzka's delivery. Danger averted for now. And time is up. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
It can be difficult at times playing in front of your own fans if you're not living up to the expectations. And I think with confidence looking a little fragile at the moment, they were playing not to lose more than trying to win. And I think everything was just a letdown because of that.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
Stadium.